Welcome back. We're now on to Chapter 5, dealing with the concept of person-focused pay. This is where we are really highlighting the individual employee, and we want to make sure that we are giving them appropriate compensation and benefits for the skills, abilities, and knowledge that they have, either outside of the organization they've brought to it, or that they have acquired when they've been with us and their tenure with us. So there are different types of person-focused plans. Two main types that the textbook highlights, the first being pay for knowledge and the second being pay for skill. The first, pay for knowledge, is one that really incentivizes our employees to gain more knowledge in their field. More knowledge that they have means better productivity and better gains for our organization as a whole. Pay for knowledge rewards managerial, service, or professional workers for successfully learning specific criteria in their job. And there are different ways that we can set up our employees for success with this. We can send them to trainings, involve them in webinars, get them cross-trained. We want to make sure that we are compensating our employees for going to school, for earning extra degrees, whatever it might be that makes them a better employee in the organization. The second person-focused plan is the skill-based pay. Used mostly for employees who do physical work, increases these workers' pay as they acquire or master new skills. So you might have a journey level position and you are increasing their pay much like a seniority or a merit-based system. You're increasing their pay as they gain more skills on the work site or in their field. So pay for knowledge and skill-based pay. There are different types of competency-based programs, different skill sets that our employees can master. One of them is horizontal skills. Those are skills that we are learning and mastering at our level or at our current position. So if I am an executive secretary, can I multitask? Can I use the phones? Can I schedule meetings? Those are skills that are considered horizontal because they're within my scope, within my realm of expertise. If I'm looking at vertical skills, going up and down, these are more supervisory, managerial skills that I am learning above and beyond my current position. Then we have depth of skills. This is when we really start to specialize in a certain element of our field. My background is in human resources, so as I spend more time working in human resources, I have greater depth in skills in compensation benefits, for example, or for training and development, for personnel specialist activities, hiring, recruiting, training, different types of specialties, subsets that you can have in your career field. This is another type of pay that we might want to offer our employees. The textbook goes on to describe, all right, so we have these different person-focused pay programs, but why would we as an organization want to adopt them? Well, the reasons for adoption are it removes the entitlement label, so people are compensated appropriately for the skill set and the knowledge that they have. People are no longer receiving more of a seniority pay. They're not just receiving that 5% every year regardless of whether or not they are gaining new skills. But in this instance, we are rewarding them as they really grow and hone their craft. Connects pay to job-related abilities. If you learn more, you do a better job, I will compensate you as thus. Increases employee autonomy. Jobs require new and different worker sets, especially if we're looking with people with different depth of skills. Then we might have a human resource department with certain specialists in the field. That gives us a more broad range that we can offer as an organization, which really increases our competition as a company as a whole. Person-focused pay model programs. There are 4 that the textbook highlights. The first being the stair-step model, second, skill block, third, job point accrual, and the fourth being cross-departmental. Let's take a look at all of these. So the stair-step model, jobs from the same family, meaning we're going from a human resource generalist to a human resource specialist up to a human resource manager, all still within the same family. Jobs differ in complexity. Again, we're going from a generalist, specialist, I have some more increased responsibilities, up to a manager at a supervisory level. Higher step, greater the skills. We know that. Companies use separate models, and the models are designed to match the jobs. Our second element is the skill block model. This applies to jobs in the same job family, much like the prior. Employees expected to progress in increasingly complex jobs and the skills might not build upon each other. So you can have an engineer that has different skill sets that maybe you can take different career paths. So we might have 5 engineers on staff. They all have different skill sets and they've all acquired them at different point in time. You don't need to have taken Class A in order to move on to Class B. Job point accrual model applies to jobs from different families. Creates organizational flexibility. This could include cross-training. That's a great way to have a very diverse workforce. You can ensure that you always have someone capable of doing the job when you have multiple people that are aware of how it functions. And cross-departmental model. Employees develop skills usable in other departments. This is our cross-training. So if you have an executive secretary in your firm, then you're able to utilize that person in multiple departments because they have the same skill set, maybe not the expertise required for that certain department or certain task, but they're able to complete some of the basic job duties in any of those given areas in that organization. So what are the advantages to the employee? Can certainly provide job enrichment. You have employees that want to be vested in the organization. They want to learn more, grow in their craft. Can provide job security. The more you move up with an organization is really based upon the knowledge, the skill set, and what you put into your job. Can make jobs more intrinsically motivated. We talked about being intrinsically motivated, so you want to do a better job. You feel that you have proper training. You want to see yourself succeed. Can certainly make the jobs more interesting and increases the employee's flexibility because they can help out in certain areas. What are the advantages to an employer? Because these person-focused pay programs really take a lot of time, energy, and resources from us. There must be advantages, right? There are. Leads to enhanced job performance. Leads to reduced staffing because we have multiple people that are cross-trained, have multiple depths in their field, and can do more in an organization. Leads to greater flexibility of a workforce, improves the quality overall, and increases our productivity level. These are all positives that we want to be an element in our role. So continue on, you're doing great. We're almost halfway there.